Hi folks, this is Radu Grama, Premier Field Engineer for SharePoint at Microsoft, and today I will present a simple one-line PowerShell script that I use to populate SharePoint 2010 document libraries with the documents. In terms of scenarios, I usually make use of this script when I need to populate document libraries with a large number of documents, and I usually do that as a proof of concept or sometime to test performance, for example. I wanted to add that I have not tested this or I have not used this in a production environment with multiple users, so I do not know what the performance impact would be. If you want to use this script in a production environment, please make sure you test and make sure that it does not affect the performance of that environment. That being said, let's jump to a quick demo. Let's take a quick look at the script I created. I split the script into 4 sections. The first section is parameters, where basically you can come in and plug in the actual values that make sense in your environment. And the first value we'll have to add is the one of the URL of the website where you host the document library where you want documents to be added to. The second value would be the name of the document library. The third value would be the name of a file, of a document file. It can be Word or Excel or any other Office document that you want added multiple times to the document library. And the doc count, which would be how many times you want that file to be added to the document library. And for each time that that file is added, a new item will be created into the document library, and that file will be attached to that item. And the title of the item would be named using a naming convention that starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, and so forth. The second section just does a little bit of initialization. We get the SP web object, document library, then the folder, the root folder of the document library. Then we do a little bit of initialization for the document. And basically what's happening here is we read the content of the file from the disk, and we store that in memory so we can add it to each item when we create the items to be added to the document library. And lastly, we just iterate for the number of times specified in the parameters section. We add a new copy of the file into the folder, and then we associate that with the item and update it, so we store that into the document library. Now, this is the pretty version of the script. For the purposes of this article, I have a one-line version of the script. I call it a one-liner, and it's really the same content, just that it has been formatted on one line, so it's very easy whenever I want to add a number of documents to a document library on a site I'm testing with. I can just run this one-line script without having to be concerned where my scripts are, move them to that virtual machine, and so forth. So let me just select this and copy it so I can move and run it in my test environment. Moving to my test environment, you can see that what I have here is a document library that I created in this demo site. It's based on the blank site template. I also created the document that I want uploaded every time a new item is added into this demo folder on the C drive. And you can see that it just contains some text. It's not important. You can put it whatever you want. But right now I will close this document because otherwise the script will not run. It will error out if that document to be uploaded is open from somewhere else. And then I will just move to the SharePoint 2010 management shell, and I will paste here the one-liner. And then I will go ahead and add the actual values for the 4 parameters. So in my case, this is HTTP //sp. The document library name is, let's make sure we are not making any mistakes here. It's demo document library. The file name is c:\demo document.docx. And lastly, I want this added, let's say 10 times. And then I press enter. Alright, so now I should have the 10 instances added to the document library. I will go back to the document library. I see those 10 instances. If I click on one of them, it will open Word for me, and I should see the content that should be exactly the same as the one entered in the file I used as a template. Let's give it a second to load, and then we'll see the content. There we go. Now that you've seen the demo, I want to go ahead and thank you for taking the time and watching this presentation. Again, my name is Radu Grama, Premier Field Engineer for SharePoint and Microsoft, and you can follow me on Twitter at Radu Grama, or you can read my blog at http://radu.grama.net. Thank you very much.